Hi, I'm Jacqueline, and welcome to this episode of Seminole Sweets. Today, I'm here to show you how to make monster cookies. These cookies are fun for both kids and adults to make. To make these cookies, you will need a large mixing bowl, a teaspoon and a mixing spoon, 2 or however many you need for your cookies, non-stick cooking sheets, a medium-sized scoop. An ice cream scoop would also work for this. An adjustable measuring cup like this one is preferable for stickier ingredients. For the ingredients, you will need 1.5 cups of peanut butter, creamy or crunchy, whichever you prefer, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, 1 cup of granulated white sugar, 1 stick of softened unsalted butter, 3 large eggs, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 4.5 cups of quick cooking oats, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 cup of M&Ms. Now to start, you want to grab your mixing bowl and your mixing spoon. Push this out of the way here. And first, we are going to add in our liquidy ingredients, so our wet ingredients. So first we're going to pour in our vanilla, and then we're gonna put in our stick of butter, and we're also gonna add in our baking soda, get all that in there, as well as our eggs. And the last thing we're gonna add in, as I've already measured out over here, is our peanut butter. Ooh, if I can get this in there, it's a little stuck. And I'm just gonna take my spoon and scrape the top of it off here, just like that. Now I'm gonna mix all of these together in my big bowl here. Could get a little sticky, but that's okay, we'll work through it. All right, once it's sort of mixed together, I'm gonna add in these sugars. Then we're gonna mix all that together. Looks delicious. Once we have that kind of mixed, we're gonna take our oats and we're gonna little by little add it in. So we're gonna add about half of it in, and then we're going to stir it up some more. I know it's a lot of stirring. You just gotta keep going though. Once you get them kind of mixed in, I just flung some oat there, it's okay. We'll pour the other half of our oats in. And we'll mix it up. Move this out of the way. Now that we've got all of our oats and our wet ingredients in, it's time for the fun part. You get to add in our M&Ms and our chocolate chips. And it might be a little bit messy, but it's really fun for kids to just mix it with your hands. You just take a big old chunk of it, and we just mush it around. It's time for us to scoop it onto our pans. Now I'm going to grab my pans I'm gonna push this out of the way for a second. And I'm gonna take my pans and I'm gonna take some cooking spray and I'm just gonna spray down my pans a little bit. So now I'm gonna grab my scoop, or if you're using an ice cream scoop, that also works, a medium to large scooper. And I'm just gonna take this and very generously lay some of our batter here onto our cooking sheets. Now that I have all of my cookies scooped out, I'm just gonna take the palm of my hand and smush them down so we get that big monster size. All right, now that we have our cookies flattened out, we're gonna stick them in the oven. So now that we have our cookies in the oven, you're gonna set your timer for 10 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna set mine to 10 and see how our cookies look after that. Now that your cookies are baked, you're gonna set them on the counter, or if you have a cooling rack, you can use one of those. But for now, I'm just gonna set them on the counter and we're gonna let them cool for 3 to 5 minutes. All right, so now I'm gonna bring in my handy dandy plate. And I'm going to take a small spatula and I am just gonna take my cookies and put them on the plate. Now that your cookies are cooled and on your plate, you're gonna grab yourself a big old glass of milk and enjoy your delicious monster cookies. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Seminole Sweets.